This episode of The Direction is brought to you by Mist Utility. Know what's below, call before you dig. Oh, look at this tank. Oh, and I broke him off. Now, the old me back in the day wouldn't have done that. I'd have been like, I'm going to kick their tails.
I'm surprised you let me fish at the front of the boat. Usually you make me stand back here. Nice one.
He ate that rip knocker, boys. Look at that. Oh, look at that little football. Look at that. Memories like this, folks, right here.
It's a good bag.
Oh, look at that. I ain't joking here. Goodness gracious. Jimmy says his fish end up on my rod and reel somehow.
Somehow he always ended up holding up the big fish, even if he didn't catch that fish. I don't know how that worked out.
Everyone has a story. Sometimes it's about catching monster bass. Now that's a studly mudly, baby. And sometimes it's about life's lessons. Every story is as unique as the person who tells it. So join us as we make some new friends, reunite with some old ones, catch a few fish, and share a story or two. I'm Mark Stowe, and this is The Direction.
This week, The Direction is joined by a great friend, Jimmy Jennings. 9 years ago, Jimmy helped Mark make his dream of creating an outdoor television show a reality. Jimmy's team at One Call Concepts supported Mark's idea of delivering the Call 811, the national call before you dig and safe digging message, to the outdoor viewer. And that's how The Direction was born. This TV show has taken both Mark and Jimmy on many memorable adventures over the years. Today, The Direction gets a chance to thank Jimmy and all of our safe digging partners for their support while telling stories of all the fishing trips this outdoor television show has taken them.
All right, folks, today, well, I got a treat for you. I've filmed 9 seasons of outdoor television, and somehow in all 9 seasons, there's been one constant. And that is my good friend, Jimmy Jennings. This guy, well, right over here. Come on, Jimmy. He has been along for this 9-year journey. And, well, we've been a lot of places and fished a lot of number of days, and probably more importantly, shared a lot of good stories with each other over the years.
It's a true story. It's been a good 9 years. I can just think back all the places we've been, all the things we've done, all the fun we've had. I'm gonna have a little bit more fun today.
We're getting ready to do it again today, and I'm taking you a little honey hole. I got a little place here in Kentucky, down the road, that we're gonna slide into today and hopefully do a little fish catching and create some more memories. Like this, just slow retrieve like that, nothing fast. Oh, I about dropped my rod when that fish hit it. Did you see it? I about dropped my rod, Jimmy. That would have been funny. That little fish knocked it out. That's how aggressive they are around here.
I've seen you whip a rod before.
This ought to be one of them fun bites. You already got one?
Oh, yeah, he got off.
Oh, man, he drilled that thing.
He was a
Look
nice
at it. Oh, and I broke him off. My maturity level never changes, Jimmy.
No.
It don't matter if I am 50 years old. My maturity level is still where it was 20 years ago.
Biscuit over there with the camera.
Oh, here we go. Look at here. Oh, you caught a pickerel. Now you are getting that off yourself. Don't you put your finger in his mouth.
You don't think that big teeth will bite?
Yeah, but that thing's got teeth.
He's got real teeth. You wanna go back?
Hey, Jimmy, ain't that the way to start? You ain't even left the boat ramp and you're already catching fish.
I like that. I like that.
That ain't like some of our adventures.
No.
Why'd you have to comment like that? That was not a necessary comment, by the way.
No, I remember the Florida adventure where we couldn't catch a fish. We finally did. Huh?
Well, I remember a Florida adventure that you were over there on the boat ramp and I was just catching all kinds of them.
I think you're supposed to be picking me up or something. Got too busy catching fish and forgot all about it.
The bad thing is that's not a lie.
I think I sit there for like 6 hours.
Now that part might be a lie. Hold up now.
May exaggerated that a little bit.
This segment was brought to you by Jinko Fishing. It's all about the action. This segment is brought to you by Denali Rods, tournament tested, tournament tough. You mean right there? That's a good one there. That's a football. Nope, little bitty feller. Felt like a football. All right, Jimmy, let's get you another bait on. Because they're sitting down there in that grass.
Snagged him.
Yeah, he swatted it. Now I want y'all to see this now. I want you to, so I got to tell a little story while we're here. We're 9 years into doing all this filming, Jimmy. Catching fish, and you know, sometimes careers have to come to a close. And I'm a few shows away from kind of closing up. So a good guy as I am, when you're catching fish and you got your favorite person in the boat, see, you cut your bait off and you hand it to your buddy. Now the old me back in the day wouldn't have done that. I'd have been like, I'm gonna kick their tails.
I'm surprised you let me fish at the front of the boat. Usually you make me stand back here.
All right, here we go. There he is right there. They're just sitting, you just have to feel the top of that grass and then reel. That's what you're going to have to feel, because it's like they're just sitting right in the edge of the top of it right there. Well,
Put me to shame right now. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Yeah, then he splashes water on me. Add insult to injury.
so right there. There you go, you're on it. Now put your rod tip over on the front of my nose. There you go. Right there. You should have. There you go.
I don't know how you know that, man.
I get ready to say, I ain't gonna treat you wrong.
Now this is the one right here.
You got you a nice in there. Look at here. Oh, I should have held on to mine. Let me see if I can hook another one real quick. Hook up with one of these real quick. We'll have enough. Oh, I missed him. Oh, he hit it again. Good this time. I mean, I got me a good one. Oh, look at this tank. Oh my, I got me a tank. Look at that fish.
Nice one.
He choked that bait. Oh, look at this. You think he wanted it?
He's almost
He
big enough.
ate that Janko.
He's almost big enough to keep.
He ate that rip knocker, boys. Look at that. I remember a fish that looked like this in Florida. We had a day, we were filming, and it was tough. And this guy played the hero. You remember that day?
Yeah, I do.
Look at that. Hey, we've had some days over the years. You know, I still shake every time I catch one of them. Man alive. Another great day with you. See you, buddy, for another day. So I do gotta tell a little story here. So I've been filming now for 9 years. We started originally with a show called Hunting in the Sticks and did a little hunting and fishing. And of course, a couple years later, I started the direction, and it is here today after 7 years and 7 seasons, and I'm truly gonna retire, believe it or not, and I'm gonna spend time at home with the family and kind of you know, using a little time more at home, but we spent a lot of years together, a lot of days on the water throughout them seasons, and one, I want to thank you for that, because it was guys like you that took the chance of me chasing this crazy dream to allow me to ever get to put it on TV, to live out a childhood dream at 42 years old, and what a road it's been.
Yep. It's been a lot of fun over the years. A lot of good times. I still remember where we met in Texas, in Houston, talking about doing all this, and who would have thought that night that all these memories after all these years, and all the places we've been fishing in Mexico and Louisiana and Florida and Illinois and Maryland, I can't name them.
Illinois in the what, Arctic blast?
Arctic blast. I had no fun that trip. Couldn't get enough clothes on to stay warm. Almost froze to death, and Mark didn't want to stop.
11 years old in Mexico, that one was. My old middle son's behind the camera over there. 11 years old. We had him in Mexico, and here he is, 19, and now a landscaper with me and a dirt man. But I just got to share a big thank you for all them days, because it was guys like you that took a chance with One Call Concepts and allowing me to go share the 811 message, the safe digging message to folks. And you took that chance and told your team to take that chance, and
you know, bringing that awareness out. I still remember the old guys on the one boat, I forget where we were, saw the boat and came over to tell us what 811 was.
It was Taylorsville on my home lake, is where we were
so
on
that's
that.
amazing. These guys are going to come tell us about it. That's awesome. That's what it's about. All the friendships and memories. Just, you know, I can think of so many people. You know, Carl Parks comes to mind. Just a lot of guys like that you meet, and even though one good thing ends, something new will begin.
Oh yeah.
And we can continue to fish and
well, I'm gonna keep fishing,
tell
and do
stories,
local
and,
stuff.
Yeah, we'll probably continue to tell stories. Some of them true, some of them not true.
I was gonna say, our stories are never gonna change. I've had to edit a whole lot of shows, you know. No, I'm kidding.
He always edits the
Jimmy
show.
says his fish end up on my rod and reel somehow.
Somehow he always ended up holding up the big fish, even if he didn't catch that fish. I don't know how that worked out.
Oh goodness! But on a real note, you got to get back to catching some of these fish. This segment is brought to you by Rust-Oleum Paint and so much more. Catch up to him, and I couldn't. Oh, I did catch up to him, buddy. Oh my! Look at this. Goodness gracious! Look at that big old haul.
Come in with his mouth open.
Woo-hoo. Yeah, the problem is he ain't hooked. He's got it crossways in his mouth. Look at that.
That's why he can't close his mouth.
He can't close his mouth. He's got that. Oh, he's hooked on the bite. There we go. We got us a good old-fashioned double going.
Massive.
Oh, look at that.
That's a big fish.
Hello, there you go.
There's no shot I'm holding that little fish up next to yours.
All right, I'll just go like this. See you, buddy. Got him or no? Oh, that's a good name, ain't bad. Them are the kind we need
Putting
to
up a fight.
Oh, look at that little football. Look at you playing it off like it's a little one. I'm telling you what. That's a chunk.
That's
Oh,
cool.
I got to tell a story on that. So back in the day, this guy used to do what we call wrangle motorcycle. This guy was known as the Wrangler. So one day in our episodes, we put it in the credits, the Wrangler, and you know, it's stayed there ever since. It took you a while to find that though. How about that football? We better need a picture right there. Oh, look at the other ones with him. Look at all of them. Did you see him running with him? Got him?
Yeah, I got him
Oh,
now.
yeah. I hear some drag. You got a good one here. Hold on, he's going under that boat. That's a good one there. Oh yeah, little chunk. Same as mine, little brother and sister. Look at that. Memories like this, folks, right here.
Awesome. I like fishing. I like catching
look
a
at
whole lot
Jimmy.
better.
He said, let me catch that fish.
Right there. There we go. Look at that nice old fella. Back there making fun of me.
I would never make fun of you catching nice fish like
Look
that.
at that. See you later, buddy.
I mean, I was just feeling loved the way you were talking to that fish.
Yeah. We're friends now.
I ain't joking here. This might be a horse.
It's a Derby winner.
Oh, look at here. Come here, buddy. Oh. Beautiful fish. Absolutely beautiful. This segment is brought to you by Power Pole, Swift, Silent, Secure. Well, I've been using one of my sponsors over all the years, one of the supporters, I should say, been Jinko Fishing. That's their Rip Knocker. It's probably one of my favorite baits. Right there, I love throwing it. That's a citrus color, and I mean, I throw it all over the place and catch them on it all the time. This time of year is awesome. The fall, early spring, both just tremendous bait, especially when they're schooling up. What we're doing today is throwing it out over the top of the grass, kind of ticking the top of that grass, and as I'm ticking that grass, they're just coming up out of there and eating it. Oh. I'm seeing something coming. Oh, I'm seeing a little football coming. You got him here. Hang on, let me get back there and get him for you. Hold on now.
Got a weird haircut on him, but he's a good bass.
Oh, look at there.
There's the fish.
Harry, that fish has got his own hairdo. Jimmy, this might be one of our better fish catching days.
You're not doing too bad catching.
You, look at there.
Keep him.
Now it's time for your safe digging moment of the week, brought to you by 811. Always remember to call before you dig. Our 811 moment of the week is getting to spend a day on the water with the wrangler himself, Jimmy Jennings. Jimmy's belief in my crazy dream of creating this television show has taken the 811 safe digging message to tens of millions of viewers. And after 9 seasons, the direction is wrapping up production. But I can guarantee you this will not be the last fishing trip with my good buddy. Thank you, Jimmy, and One Call Concepts for all your support.
Fish right over there.
Oh my. Now that one hit like a big fish. Oh, that might be. Hold on now, I can't tell. Oh yeah, this it is. Oh. Hold on. Oh, look at this. Here's a toad. Don't do it. You got to slide my hand beside the hook. Look at that. All right, there's what we come down here for.
Fish.
There's your 4 1/4, 4 1/2, and look at that beautiful fish. Right there. I've always loved fishing. I've always loved the safe digging message and the dedicated folks that are out there in damage prevention.
Well, it's part of your real life.
You know, it is.
It's part of the work life.
It is, as an excavator and a landscaper. And Nick over there behind that camera, he's out there with me now, and it's time for me to spend time teaching him the ropes of that. And
well, it means a lot. I mean, I think he's a prime example of what you want to see through the 811 message. When he goes out and he's doing some landscaping or digging, you want him to come home at the end of the day. And that's the most important thing.
I've got to share that message 25 years.
Amazing.
It's pretty amazing. And we caught a lot of fish today.
Yes, we did.
That always makes it even better. Not really.
Yeah, it's a good time. I mean, we can complain over dinner after we don't catch any fish. Still have good conversations.
You know what's funny is we don't catch no fish, we still come back.
Yeah, we still do it again.
So there must be
Yeah.
something else besides just catching fish that keeps bringing us back. Well, I guess on that note, as I always say, and say it over and over, unfortunately, we got to go to the house.
Hey.
And we're going to stop and get something to eat. I always say that.
Until next time.
The direction is brought to you by 811. Know what's below, call before you dig. We would also like to thank these fine partners. Closed captioning is brought to you by USA North. Call 811 before you dig.